Hey everybody, welcome. What's going on? This is Wackadoo Unhinged. My name's Steve Fuller. I am the founder and head brewer here at Wackadoo Brewing. And today I am with my fellow guest host, Denis, and the Brew Squatch, aka Shaun. And our special guest tonight is the new owner of Wackadoo Brewing, Miss Renee. Yay! Okay, so a couple admin things real quick. First off, the Silver Stem dispensary right next door to us is offering a 10% discount on your entire order if you bring the receipt from us to them. And if you bring their receipt to us, your pint's $4.20. And top of last week, we talked about 3.14 Pie Bar down the street. If you take our receipt to them, they get 10% off. And if you bring their receipt back here to us, we'll also give you that same $4.20 discount because I don't want to keep making a bunch of buttons for that. So it'll be the same joke for both places. There you go. Okay, first thing, well, that was the first thing. Shit. So I just got to say right now, I saw this last week and I thought it was hilarious. The ShamWow guy is running for Congress.
Well,
down in
that just shows
Texas.
Anybody can run for Congress.
Right? I mean,
Yep.
he's got brand recognition, name recognition. So I mean, he's already got that going for him. I have no idea what his politics are, but I just thought that was hilarious that the ShamWow guy is stepping up running for Congress.
Yeah, can't really say anything about the ShamWow, but I know the slap shop, it did work. Because
Yeah.
my mom did have one of those, and it was amazing.
See, there
Loved
you
it.
go. Sometimes that late night stuff really does work. You know? It's like every now and then you find something in the airline, what they call it, Sky Mall.
Oh, God.
Some of those things are
Something
hilarious
that's
in there.
Not $70.
Yes, right. There's very few times you can find something cheap. But, So for our special guest tonight, I believe Shaun has a couple of questions for you because he's known you for years, but there's a lot, we really don't know about that part of you. So first off, you're also an Army veteran, and Shaun wanted to dig in a little bit and try to learn a few things about his new boss.
That could be kind of scary coming from Shaun.
Well, it's like I know stories from the service from everybody else who works here, but it's like I try to wait till somebody comes out and shares different stories or something before I ask questions, just because some people aren't comfortable talking about it. But like, just to start off, what would you say is the coolest thing you did as an air traffic controller?
Oh boy.
Because I'm also an aviation nerd, so.
Probably the coolest thing that I did was when I was stationed in Korea. We had the Secretary of the Army come in, and I got to command his plane to land, and he was in the cockpit. So I was talking to him, even though the pilot was listening, but I was talking to him as he was landing in Korea.
So the Secretary of the Army was flying his own plane?
No. He was in an Army plane, but he was up in the cockpit with the pilot.
Gotcha.
So
But
he was
talking.
getting the ride along.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
When you're on a plane and the pilot's like, would any of the kids like to come up and hang out?
You want to operate the radio?
Right?
Would you like a little, little badge or wings or whatever, like the law enforcement does? Yeah. We had
Look at
little
those
wings.
kids. I want to do that.
Right?
Right? Now, that was pretty cool getting to talk to him. I didn't realize it was him until after they were on the ground and told me who it was. I thought I was talking to the pilot the whole time.
Nice.
Yeah, that was real nice of them.
It's like, well, I guess this was a good day to be on my A game.
Yeah, because we always joke about that. You've got 3 infantry guys here, a fister, and then you. And it's like, how does all this work? Because air traffic controller, like you're used to, high stress, lots of people all at the same time trying to make sure nobody hits anything, nobody crashes. And,
Keep you all alive, yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
See?
that's my full-time job.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Making sure we don't burn the brewery down.
I mean,
that'd be great. I kind of like my job running this place.
Yeah.
Keep going for a while.
so you mean it not great that we burn the place down?
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be great
'Cause
if
the
we
way you
didn't
said
burn it
that, I
down.
was
Yeah,
like,
I was like, wait a minute.
was that a hidden order
Do we need
in
to
there?
stop recording? Are we talking about insurance fraud?
You said it, not me. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, I said the word.
Oh, what?
We'll just cut that out later for insurance purposes.
Wow, can't even figure out the clicker.
Hey, you know what? The other clicker worked great. This one, you got to just right.
Why'd you change
See, look.
colors then?
See?
I
have
had
to-
no problem with it
This one
last
doesn't
week.
work either.
There you go. No, it's all about how you. See? Yeah.
The
You
power
got to be
of the clicker.
10% smarter than the equipment we use. Yeah. So if anybody knows a little something different in today's podcast, this right here is the wonderful, amazing. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'll turn it. There you go.
spins.
Da-da-da. This is the Squadron. This is the largest flight board in all of Colorado at the lowest price.
AKA the
all
boozy
20 beers on tap at one time.
Right.
So you get to come in if you're not sure what you want to get, or if you come in with a group and everybody wants their own flight. Here you go.
Spinning
Just
it, I'm
get
trying
it
to
all.
catch something.
Yeah, trying to catch something. What is this, Pokemon? All right. So, Ms. Renee, do you have anything that you wanted to talk about tonight?
Way to put me on the spot as I put you guys on the spot earlier.
Well, I mean, that's what I did last week with Shaun, and he was just like,
My biggest thing, I'd want to know what your biggest goal for next year, for going into this next year, where we're going to go with it.
wait a minute, and that's what you're supposed to ask the owner?
We're supposed to be
No,
interviewing you.
I'm asking the employees.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys want to see in this coming year?
I want to see more of the fundraising charity events. I mean, we knocked out quite a few really good ones this year, especially Honor Flight. That just blew me away.
That was awesome.
And I'm hoping next year we can do that even better. I want to get more of those involved nonprofits because, I mean, we've all seen some of the nonprofits come in here, collect their check, and they leave. Hey, thanks, and we never see or hear from them again.
True.
And I want to get more.
Some of them don't even collect the check.
Right, actually,
Yeah, that
you're
is
right.
true.
I mean, that's what. Yeah, that happened last year. We actually have a check that sat there for like 8 months, and nobody ever came and got it. I want to see more engagement, like we have with 22 Until None, where we see them 2 or 3 or 4 times a year. Like the No Shave event we got coming up here in a couple of weeks, where we're going to be auctioning off people's beards and we're going to be raising money from 22 Until None. That's a great event. And then the Honor Flight Foundation, we raised almost $2,000 for them on a single day on the 4th of July. And the event we just did in here, which blew our minds, the card show that we did with Yellow Ribbon Foundation Wild Warrior Adventures. That one day, we set a record for the most people we've ever had in here at one time, and it lasted like 5 hours of just nonstop. I mean, we were sitting at...
We were not ready for that turnout, but
No,
we
not
pulled
at
it
all.
off.
Yeah.
I mean, on the low end, we were still seeing almost 50 people, and at one point, the highest count I had was 87. And that was just insane. But it's that recurring events, especially if, like, the first time, okay, we didn't see a lot of people, it didn't turn out that well, and they'll immediately cut and bail. And they'll never come back in. And I'm like, it takes time to build something up. I mean, you know, we've done some events in here like the trivia. We've had nights where there was 2 or 3, and then we've been growing it to 25, 30 people coming in here for the trivia. You have to stick with them. And so many people they'll cut and run.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're trying to help you raise money, and we want to give you money. And they don't want to put in the effort on their end. Like we've had artists come in here, or comedians, where they did no advertising on their own, didn't do any work on their own, and we're trying to help and try to push it out. And we pay them based upon the number of people that come in, you know? So if you have a great night, we're paying you very well. And then they just don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's a little something there on the other end.
And
I
if
understand.
you bring your 5 teenage friends,
Yeah.
sorry, sodas don't make that much.
Yeah, no kidding. And it's just, it's hard sometimes with some of these. It's like, I can only drag you along so far. You have to do some of the work. And I understand it's a nonprofit, and we're trying to help you because you're doing a good thing. But when there seems to be zero gratitude, and I don't mean that we expect you to like hold a parade for us because we raised a few $100s for you, just a little, hey, we'd like to try this again, or let's do something else together. Instead, it's thanks, and out the door they go.
Yeah.
You know, and that really hurts when you're trying to do good for them, you know?
But that was the good thing about the Honor Flight when we did it on the 4th of July is we want to continue to do that every year.
Oh, man. Yeah, they were super stoked,
Yes.
too.
Oh,
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
getting to go and present it at their whatever
It was like a luncheon.
luncheon type
Yeah.
thing. That was amazing.
And that
to
was
see.
amazing.
And
Go to the Air Museum. You know, that was awesome.
And getting to talk to
I'm
people.
still a little mad at you for that.
Hey, I sent you like 18
Hey,
pictures.
yes,
I
we
tried.
did include you as best we could. But then, like with the card show, we've already got one scheduled for January.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like
I mean-
we've already got the interest, and they are doing it all on their part, the advertising, and they put flyers out along the road
Oh
and
God,
all
yeah,
around
hundreds
town.
of them.
And
People were calling left and right. Like,
Yeah.
is this spot still open, or can we still get in, or do we have to RSVP? And it's like, no, you just show up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that if we can find those certain type of events that seem to work for us and work
Yeah.
with good organizations, then it's beneficial to both parties.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of oddballs. The oddball events do well for us.
Yeah, they really
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
That is true.
It's kind of leaning into it.
All right, random pause. Everybody, talk about what you're drinking right now.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so I guess I'm stuck on. We're on 18. This is Eric with a K, because it became a running joke. One of our customers here named Eric, who spelled it with a K, he loved mixing our XM133 Cold IPA and our ALS Hazy together. So we took the last few kegs of it we had, and we literally blended it all together. The joke is because we have like 5 Erics who come in here, and he's the only one who spells it with a K. So on the board, it's literally called Eric with a K. IPA. That's what I'm drinking.
All right, Miss Renee.
I am drinking the number 15, the Tumbleweed Lime, that we made for the Tumbleweed Thrift Store on Fort Carson. That it's different crafters and artists and stuff from all over that are military bring their items in and sell them at the thrift store, and they make money and supports their scholarship fund. So 50 cents of every glass of this that we sell goes to their scholarship fund.
Damn, you stopped on a good beer to talk about.
I did.
Right.
See,
my
you
favorite beer right
randomly
now.
picked the time, and look at this.
Well, this one is the Chasing Blueberries. It's the Braggart. So it's like mead, but it's beer. And
Quite delicious.
very tasty. It's actually been quite a while since I've had this one. Mainly
Yes.
just because the alcohol content's so high.
Yeah, a little bit of a kick in there.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. The timing was random. And so I'm drinking on the Sunflower Tripel, Belgian Tripel that we brewed with locally picked sunflower petals that we gather ourselves.
Well, there you go. Great. Nice. All right. There we go.
Time to rotate.
Next topic, and we're going to rotate. Aw.
Go back to it.
Okay, one thing I learned from the first podcast is I have been like the voice in the face of Wackadoo Brewing for years now, and I got so used to being interviewed by newspapers, radio, all the different things I've been on.
Brag.
I didn't mean that to brag. I'm getting to my point. And the last 2 seasons of doing Beers with the Brewer podcast that we do, I'm the one who has to carry the conversation, or I'm the one who has to ask all the questions. And so I did a tremendous amount of talking during all of that. And so I have to get used to, I realized that after listening to the first podcast again, I talk a lot. So I'm trying to get more people to talk.
All right.
Especially now that you're more comfortable, hopefully you'll start talking.
Yes. Well, on that note, you were asking about what we wanted to see with the brewery for
Yeah, I
the
was
next
going to
year.
go back to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, we never even finished
Before
that.
we did the pause for the beer.
You went on a very good point with that, and then I interrupted with the explain your beer. But it's kind of funny. The main thing I want to see out of the brewery the next year is less of the bosses.
Well, I'm not going to take that personally.
These two are
I get
here
it, yes.
all day, every day. I want us to get to a point where we have the business flow to pay the employees, so that we have a full staff on time, so that you guys can sit there and spend more days at home and doing what you want to do than you do here. If you're here, I want it to be you're hanging out, you're checking on things. I don't want it to be you're working behind the bar, you're cooking in the kitchen, you're doing stuff like that.
And I do understand your point to that.
I just thought it was a funny way to phrase it.
To a point, because it's to us, it's not a job. We
I
love
get that.
coming here, and we love talking to the people, and we love communicating and interacting with our employees and with our customers and our regulars. And there are regulars who come in because they know we are here certain times.
Yeah,
But I
and-
do understand where you're coming from.
And that's why I added that last caveat there.
I think it's kind of like me when I said about getting the motorcycle and why it made me cry. The choice.
yes,
Like, I don't-
Yes.
exactly.
I don't have to
if
be
you're
here working.
It's because you want to sit and hang
We
out
want
with
to be
people.
here, yes.
Yeah.
You know, you're not back in the office catching up on paperwork. You know, he's not having to work the bar every morning of the week.
Yeah.
And we have gotten out more. We've
Yeah.
gotten out more this last probably month, ever since you announced your political candidacy. We've been going out more.
Yes.
So we're making progress, baby steps. But
It's nice because it gives me an excuse in my head of why we need to go out. I have
Go
to
out
go
and
out
drink somewhere else.
Because we
Yeah.
got to go drink somewhere else. We got to go talk to people about me running for Congress. So I forced my mind. I'm like, I have to leave the brewery because
I
we
was
have to go
kind of
somewhere
wondering
else.
if that wasn't where that was going.
Yeah, but it's a good excuse because here it was
Yeah.
always like, well, we could just be here and have fun and hang out. But it's like, I can't spend my campaign money
Here.
at the brewery because then it's like a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
It might not actually be.
Well, no, 'cause you're not the
but-
owner,
Yeah,
but-
but I'm not the owner. But I'd still rather not even have that appearance that, oh, I'm getting money from people and I'm turning around spending it at the brewery. So we're going to other places and spending the money there. You know, so, but every dollar is still being spent locally, just not at our brewery.
Yeah, even if it's technically legal, it's still kind of looks bad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm trying to stay as far away from looking bad as it is because the
Yeah,
rest of
your
these
whole
guys-
platform is anti-corruption, so that would
Absolutely.
look
so
a little-
even if it's a gray area, I don't want to touch it. You know, that's the whole point is to force all these other candidates and make people actually see, how bad and how corrupt it really is. Like the
Yeah.
more I've only been in this now like 3 weeks, I think is when I officially announced, and just the amount of crap I've seen
Yeah.
already is unbelievable. That the average person is completely unaware of how bad it is.
As an average person, yeah, 100%. I'm unaware of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a major reason why I try to stay out of politics and
Yeah.
just don't discuss politics. I mean, it's not just because of the corruption but people just get so ugly about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Oh,
stressful.
If you don't believe in what they believe in
Oh, they
or their
immediately-
person,
yeah, they lose their
you
mind.
just, that's why I just, everyone's
Yep.
entitled to their opinions.
Yeah, but a good point on that, and hopefully I think I just lost it. Damn it.
Uh-oh.
Light bulb went dim.
Yeah, I did it.
Like
Well, I
a
definitely
candle
think we
in
should
the
be
wind.
at that point where we can't discuss differences. Like actually having civil discourse. I mean, that's why. I mean, it's. Sorry. No, I'm kind of fucking.
See, yeah, there we go. I got like half on a track, and then it just gone. I had a good point too.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But no, I mean we should be able to even if people believe some of these crazy outlandish stuff.
Yeah.
You should at least be able to talk about it. Like,
Oh yeah, in these last few years, the rage clickbait has gotten so out of control.
Well, that's just
people
news today.
Well, they read a headline and they immediately believe that's true. Nobody actually reads the article. They just see the little 10-second blurb and then they jump on that instead of actually
Yeah.
reading it.
I'll admit,
And
I
now
used to
all
be
the
one of them,
All the
but
major
now-
outlets, they're like that
Yeah.
now. Where you have to go to their website, pay their advertising person to be able to read the actual story. So instead, everybody just skips it, sees that top headline, they run with that.
That's like
Just take it as truth.
the thing I was talking about doing for the podcast, where I find one of those random little articles on Google or whatever and go into it. So much of it is fake. It's like
Yeah,
there's 20 articles on the homepage. One might be valid.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's insane.
Okay, so Dennis, as a customer and a regular of ours, what would you want to see for the brewery in next year?
If you say pool table, I'm going to punch you in the nose.
No. It's not enough room for that. Honestly, I think the growth that y'all are having is pretty good. We do need to brew my beer at sometime
Yes.
soon.
Yes.
So that would honestly, that's the only change I would like to see is get one of my beers up on tap.
Well,
You got it.
you
But,
know.
we'll get you in there. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I love this place. That's why I keep coming back.
Can I rephrase her question a little bit?
Sure.
As a customer, is there a particular direction you've seen other breweries go that you would like us to avoid?
Not closing.
Oh, I mean, that's
kind of a
that's
big
a
one.
very-
Shame.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we just lost another 17-year-old brewery here in
Yeah.
town, and you know, it's crazy to think. You know, people are like, you know. I had somebody asking us about like how we're doing it. We don't, you know, people walk in the door and they're like, "Oh, there's only a few people in here. Is it always this bad?" And I'm like, "Well, I've seen places a whole lot busier than us that are no longer open. So I will definitely take that." Speaking of people doing good and people doing bad, Best of the Springs voting is now open. If you don't know what that is, Best of the Springs, they do it every year, where they've got like 100 different categories for different businesses and organizations in town, and you vote on which one's the best or which one's your favorite. And we made it into the finals round, which is active now. Just went active a couple days ago. And you can go in and vote for your favorite in all these different categories, like veteran-owned business, best burger in town, local beer, bartender, which somehow I'm even on that list, which was kind of weird that I ended up as one of the best bartenders in town, which I'm eternally grateful for that somebody even thought of that. But you can go and you can vote on those, and we are in the finals for everything that we got signed up for. So veteran-owned business, brew pub, brewery, brunch, lunch special, business lunch, local beer, bartender,
Happy hour.
hidden gem,
Local beer.
Local beer. Yeah, I said local.
Too many
Sorry.
categories.
So yeah. Anyway, so all those categories. So if you are happen to go on there and you go online, and besides those categories, just check out some of the best places here in town and go and vote. Even if you're not voting for us, just go out and vote. Just like I'm going to say next November when I'm yelling and screaming, "Go vote!" Yay! But except then, I do want you to vote for me.
Because if you don't vote, you don't get to complain.
I've been
Right?
wanting to say this for forever. Link in the description down below.
Oh, okay, we can do
We
that.
can do
yeah.
that. Yes, I can get that fun on there.
Yeah. It's just like
Part of me was like, she might hit me for putting this on her, but
No,
don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
you guys put a lot of things on me, but I love it.
Ah, wow.
I love my job. Hey, you guys went there. I didn't.
Well, yeah, we're guys.
hard not to.
No,
Yeah.
it's true. I'm used to it.
and I mean, I think like even among guys, we're particularly bad.
Yeah. I mean, like the
Josh,
cleanest,
listen to our
dirty
D&D
people.
Sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like we can be the dirtiest people you know, but we also know how to be professional when the occasion calls for it.
Absolutely.
Very true.
When it comes time to accomplish a mission, fucking, that's it. You know? So, yeah, just like when we were talking about the Congress thing, I'm not asking people for money. I mean, you know, if I get a few bucks here and there, great. I'm not going to sit here and hammer you. Like, I've been looking at the other campaign, the other people running right now, and like every other post is just donate $5, just donate $10, give me $5,000, and it's like, holy crap! Like I asked,
continuing to need and ask for your support.
yeah, right. My support is next time you hear somebody complaining about politics or trying to talk politics at all, just be like, you know, I actually know a guy who can't be bought and wants to be fair and will be a true representative of the people instead of regurgitating what their needs are to you. And that's me. And just tell them my name, Stephen Fuller. The website is stephenfuller.net. And on Facebook, it's Stephen Fuller for Congress. There you go. It's simple. That's all you have to do. That's all I'm asking for from people. I'm not asking you to go knock on doors. God, I don't want anybody to go knock on doors for me. That sounds so creepy.
Right.
You know, just go out there and tell people. Or share a link to either, you know, what we're doing here on the podcast or, you know, my Facebook page or one of the videos where I'm still dressed just like this, doing just this.
Okay, now though, I kind of want to walk around my neighborhood, knock on doors, and be like, "Hey, I want to tell you about my friend Steven."
Yeah, right?
I know your neighborhood. I'm pretty sure you'd get a lot of doors slammed in your face.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, what do we
Hand out
got?
hats.
Oh, shit, we
Hats
can't
are
afford
expensive.
hats. Yeah, I was gonna say hats are expensive.
But we do have bumper stickers coming
And yard
in.
signs.
They are
I'll
supposedly
have a stack of yard signs
they're
with
somewhere.
me.
Yeah, yard signs and bumper stickers. We were
This is
able
by
to
I just
Tuesday.
went to drink
Yeah.
the mic.
drink your mic. Yeah, well, so we have raised $1,254 now, so we were able to get some yard signs and some bumper stickers. Other than that, every dollar has been spent, you know, here at one of the other breweries or VFWs here in town, and a distillery.
Yes.
We did go to Pure Distilling.
Yes.
Yep.
So let's go back to, you know, last week we did talk about Thanksgiving and 3.14 Pi Bar.
Yes.
How did our Thanksgiving feast go?
Oh, it went fantastic.
Yes.
We fed 64 people throughout the day. Everybody came in, had a great time. A lot of people, even though it's our fourth year, still walked in. Were like, "You really do this? How much does it cost?" And I was like, "Nothing. I can just eat." And I was like, "Yeah."
Some of the people that have been here for it before are like, "I can't believe y'all still do this."
Right. So I mean, it was really good, but it was also nice to see that ripple effect.
Yes.
And that was something I talked to offline with a few other people. To me, that is the best part. We actually fed less people this year than we did last year, but the reason why, the first 3 years we did it, 2 or 3 other places were open in town, and they were charging for their dinners. This year, there were 7 places that I found that were open, and almost every one of them had some kind of free option for them. And not to sound egotistical, but I do believe that is a direct link to what we do here. We are finally starting to push that bubble out where
Yeah.
people see doing a good deed doesn't cost you anything and does nothing but good for the entire community. And I think we're finally starting to see the results of everything we've done here.
Yeah, I think it's something. If you look back, you know, people need to be reminded once in a while that philanthropy can pay off. You put good out, you get good in. Karma, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think we're starting to finally see more and more of that here in the community. And I really appreciate that. You know, I'm glad that we had less people because more places were open and
Yeah.
were
Yes,
available.
definitely. And the pies from the Pie Bar were absolutely amazing.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, they were delicious.
Yeah. And then at the end of the night, we
think I
took
ate
all the
half of one
leftover
of them by
food
myself.
and Shaun took it over to the hospital. And those people were, you know, absolutely grateful.
Oh,
You
they
know,
were ecstatic. And it was kind of funny because I pulled up, parked, went into the front. I went up to the security and I'm like, "Hey, we're trying to do this thing." And faces lit up. There was a security guard and a nurse working up at the front desk, and both their faces lit up. Oh, thank you, that's awesome. So I pull the car around to the little emergency entrance and start unloading stuff, and I grab the first couple of pans and bring it in there and like, oh my God, thank you, that's awesome. We're gonna enjoy this. Hold on, there's more. Wait, what? Second unload.
There's more.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe all this. Hold on.
Thanksgiving.
Got one more, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. So that's so awesome to be able to do, and to be able to continue to keep up what we do here. And every year we're getting a little bigger, a little more, doing a little better. And that's the great thing too, is like you were asking about what else I want to see. It's us getting more people aware in this town that we even exist. 90% of the people in this town still have no idea we're even here. Getting more people in the door, not to make more money, but to be able to do more of these causes and more of these events. You know, and it's that the same thing with like not raising our prices. I mean, we've barely touched our prices. In the last 3 years, I raised the price of beer 25 cents a pint. And that was more just so it was an even number, because we used to be $6.75. And $7 just was so much easier. But,
so many quarters.
You know, and we unfortunately had to raise the price of our hamburgers, but even that was still 50 cents, which is still cheaper than what McDonald's charges for a hamburger. And our hamburgers are better.
Yes.
I didn't even notice that the price increase.
Exactly. And people still come in and constantly comment that we need to raise our prices. But here's the thing. We don't need to raise our prices. If we can just get a few more customers every day, we're meeting our goals where we can pay all of our bills and still be able to donate to charity. So we don't need to raise prices, just slightly increase the volume of our sales. Mm-hmm. That's the nice thing about it.
And that's the big thing that we always talk about, wanting to get more people into the brewery and more people spending money at the brewery. Yeah. With how we operate, that has nothing to do with us wanting to make more money. Every bit of the extra, once we pay our bills, everything goes to charity. Yeah. It's not like we're trying to make more money. We want to
not at all.
Give more money away.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not padding my bank account.
No.
Right.
My account is single or barely double digit every month.
Yeah.
So that none of that money's coming to me.
Well, you still have your original bike too.
I would have still had my original bike. Yeah. But
this one's much better.
This one is much better. Thank you. Yeah. And thanks, shout out to Pikes Peak Indian they gave me a great deal on that bike, because we've been going up there and doing a bunch of events with them, and we got a really good working relationship now. And if they hadn't have given me the deal they did, I wouldn't even been able to get that bike. Even though that we are now out of debt and I no longer have to keep paying in every month, I still wouldn't have been able to afford that bike. You know, people don't understand what it's really like to live off of like $500 a month for the last 5.5 years. And that's really what I've lived off of until the last 3 months, when we finally got the brewery out of debt, to the point now where my money is my money. And I honestly don't know what to do. I mean, I've been, going around trying to do nice things for other people, because now that I have the money to do that,
And half the time you're still looking at stuff to buy for the brewery.
I really am. Like, I know
Yes.
January when we build the new bar, I'm paying for that. I'm starting to set money aside. So in January, that's going to come out of, that's not even going to come out of the brewery, because I want to see this new bar, and I've got a vision in my head. And I'm super excited.
And knowing the individuals we got working on it, it's going to surpass the vision.
It's going to be amazing.
Oh God, yeah. They did all the new renovations over at the Broadmoor.
There we go. Once the bar's done, we'll have him on as a guest.
Yeah,
He
that's
can
actually
explain
a
and
great
talk
idea.
to us in-
That way he
in
can explain to me, because
process.
I won't be able to
let
talk
him
about
taste him out
crown
for a little
molding
bit.
and all that. I'll let him kind of like do a pan of the camera and
We'll walk
hit that
around
up.
and show all the new features, and
All right, so we're just about out of time. We got D&D here starting in a few minutes, and I just happened to look over at my clock. So any last-minute alibis? As in things that you didn't get to talk about that you want to talk about. That's what an alibi is. Like when you go to the gun range, and alibi.
That's why I had GSR in my hand.
I was here. You saw it from 4 to 5.
yes.
I mean, honestly, the one thing I did want to talk about just a little bit real quick was I know it was about the steel fighting.
Yeah.
So this is a question for both of y'all. So I know I've asked you before, like, who your toughest opponent was that you thought. But what would you say would be your, like, in your mind, your best fight?
Best fight?
Yeah. Best fight you had.
Slugfest in Louisville when we went up against the Washington Monarchs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not the one in Ireland that you like?
Wait.
No, the one in Ireland was cool.
I thought it was the DC Juggernauts.
Well, they became the. They
that's-
became the Monarchs. They were the Juggernauts. Okay, so back then
So
they were
like
the Juggernauts.
Monarch from Venture Brothers.
I guess.
Beware the sting of the monarch.
Exactly.
There was one fight where I was a team captain, and Andrew, this guy, much bigger even than Shaun. This guy was massive, and it was a 5-on-5 fight. And I'd gotten lucky early on. One of their new fighters came rushing at me, and I just bowled him down. And then me and Andrew kind of locked in together, and everybody else was kind of skirmishing around, and it ended up coming down to just me and him. And we were both exhausted. It was a long fight, but we're grappling each other, and he's slowly pushing me because he's got at least 100 pounds on me.
Oh, God,
slowly
dude,
pushing
he
me.
had-
Oh,
he
yeah.
had 2, at
Yeah,
least.
probably. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, you're
Because
right.
he was bigger than me, and I was pushing 3 at that time.
Yeah. So yeah, he probably had 200 pounds on me.
Good God.
And he is slowly pushing me, and I didn't realize where we were going until I kind of looked down at the ground, and one of my teammates was down on the ground. It was Shaun. And he's slowly pushing me, and I couldn't step anymore. I was on Shaun. So I'm leaning back, and he's kind of just slowly, and I was going, no, 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 and pushed me over and ended up winning the match. And that was like one of our early tiebreaker matches, and I was like, I wanted that win so bad, you know, and especially because I mean they were a top tier team. Louisville Sluggers at that point we were still young, still probably in our first year.
Wild Bunch.
Okay.
Wild Bunch. Sorry, not this. That's the other one.
Baseball team.
Yeah, sorry. The Wild Bunch, and we were still fairly new. And most of these guys had never actually been in tournaments before, so this was their first time genuinely fighting. So it was such a close match, and I think that was one of my favorites, was just how close we came, especially when these guys were an experienced team.
How many of them were on Team USA?
All but I think one of them
Yeah.
was Team USA
Yeah,
fighters.
Trey.
I mean, yeah.
Trey was the only one that wasn't because
Yeah.
he was new.
Yeah, and that was the one I bowled over. I kind of felt bad afterwards. But it was a great hit.
I
you
mean,
would've done the same thing
he's
to
the
you
one
if you
I
had the
did the
chance.
polearm duel with.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that was probably one of my favorite moments on a smaller scale. I mean, getting to fight around the world and winning gold medals and doing all those different events was amazing. But that was an early on great experience fight.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's kind of funny. Both of ours are fights that we lost. Me versus Micah.
Yeah, no,
at
that was
New World Cup.
That was an epic fight.
One of-
Everybody gave you
one
props
of
for
the
that.
best, if not the best, polearm fighters in the world. Versus me, someone who's been doing it for what? It'd been 2 years at that point. I'd been training. I had done one
I think
tournament.
that was your second year, like just started.
Yeah.
Because that was the beginning of
And,
the season.
Yeah, this guy who's one of, if not the best polearm fighter in the world, I took him to 3 rounds.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, you still won bronze, and that was your first time at a national championship, and you still won bronze.
Nice.
Well, okay, I guess, is that it?
Yep.
Done?
All right.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy, and we'll keep doing this every single week. This is the end of episode 2.
Don't just do it.
Wackadoo it. Ah, there you go.